For the longest time ever, I've been waiting, lurking in the corner, waiting for the right opportunity to use Granhilder's Ultraman costume. Once you maxed out the companion, you will have this costume activated and is locked away behind closed doors for months now, until Albion appears. It's time. It's time for me to activate Granhilder's Ultraman costume. Let's go! Hi, what is up guys? Guitar here, welcome back to another Brave 9 video. Alright, so Arena did pretty well, got up to Grandmaster 2, was pretty happy with it. I was forced to switch my formation though, so what I did was, I have a different formation last week and I thought that was going to work. So I did not try to change my formation or anything like that until right after the last 4 to 5 hours before the arena resets. Then I found out, okay, this is not working. Like I'm losing a lot. Wait, what formation did I use last week? Let's check it out. I totally forget what formation I used. Oh, I used this formation. Exactly same. Didn't work anymore, definitely. So therefore I decided to came up with something like this. So obviously this is a slight different variation. I'm just testing the waters and see how this goes well with anything that I'm trying to do. So I have two separate attack and defense formation obviously. So what you guys saw in the intro video earlier was most likely my attack formation. So defensively wise, this is what I have. I have a Lacklist right there just to redirect attacks away. So offensive, I will have something like a Dalvi. So Dalvi is a good candidate to place right here. Obviously she can be right here or right here, doesn't matter, but preferably right here so that she gets the buff from Raphithia as well. So the objective here is Asmod first, obviously. I want Ludmilla to be middle. I really want her to be middle so that she can help me with eliminating the middle lane. Like I want to clear out as much as I can in the middle lane. So with Asmod and Ludmilla's help. So that's the strategy right here at least. Dalvi can be anywhere from here to here. I think it doesn't matter. One protects me against Vals. One more will protect me against Christina somewhat. Or she can be here as well. But the idea is just, I feel like she is quite important. So I don't mind sacrificing. It's a 50-50 between Dalvi and Christina dying first. So I'm just still deciding. But I would prefer my Christina to live most of the time because of Glacier. But then again, Dalvi can get rid of lots of 100% defense warriors like Angelica and Adin. So somewhat torn in between, have always been switching that around. But most of the time, this will be my attack formation, something like this. It seems to work pretty well because Glacier is front, taking hits from whoever, Livia, which is probably the only unit that can deal with Albion Gran consistently. So Gran, I've seen Angelica one-shotting my Gran after Albion's buffs. It happens, but it's not consistent, and most of the time, she will need Michaela's help with that. So I'm okay with that. If the enemy decided to go double or triple buff Angelica just to get rid of an Albion Gran, so be it, right? So that's the entire strategy right there. Alright, so let's jump into some battles. We're gonna watch some of the clips that I did highlight during the arena, maybe perhaps during the live stream as well. Okay, so first battle against user Baru. So I did fought him quite a number of times, I believe. During the live stream, I think I fought him like 3 to 4 times. I guess the pool of players in Grandmaster rank is so few, so did encounter him a couple of times. Very tanky Raffitier there, definitely very high defense, above 55%. So the objective is to get as much taunt as I can. So Vals did try to get rid of Gran right there. That is a very sick Vals costume, for sure. Probably the best one that she have. Vals has quite a number of costumes right now. Alright, so the objective is just to get rid of as much of the enemy units as possible. But you notice Glacier right there, she was in Michaela's buff range. So therefore, that was pretty good. I would say that's a very good strategy right there. She has DOT immunity. So right now, fortunately, he does not have add-in anymore. Or did he have add-in earlier? I can't tell. I think he has, and it died, and no Angelica from his part. So from this point, I knew my Gran would be able to carry me all the way to the end. So Nartus is just, unless Nartus is triple buff. Other than that, the chance of Nartus defeating a plus 15 Gran Hill there is very unlikely. If my Gran was a plus 3 or below, so there's a chance that Nartus will win right there. But fortunately, she isn't. So there we go, first battle victory. Okay, so next up against Welcome NHK. So we clearly saw a Dalby right there. So this is a Beliaf formation. It's actually a very interesting one. It's a Beliaf to Albion. So we can clearly see a Chalkel as well. I actually like this formation as well a lot. And I've been wanting to try this myself as well. I do not have Beliaf, unfortunately. But maybe once Beliaf come, I might consider a formation like this for sure. I would have preferred if that Chalkel was slightly more front though. So that Chalkel is like the top priority in terms of taunt, like as opposed to that Gran. So in this case, if Gran dies, yes, there's a skeleton that will take her place, but and then what, right? So I would still prefer something like that Chalkel in front, at least for me. So if I were to do it, I would have switched Chalkel to be front and then Gran to be slightly back. But yeah, it's a very good strategy that Beliaf can form plenty of skeletons. And yeah, unfortunately you can't use Zakan or Cubic to try to pair with Albion because those two units cannot receive taunt. So Chalkel is still the way to go. So we have an Angelica left. Angelica struggling to kill Gran, and she is still struggling. Here comes Livia. Okay, next up we have a match against Eel with is that 4L? Yeah, that looks like 4Ls. So we do not have an Albion here, no Beliaf right here, but we have a Veronia front. So it could either be Veronia Christina or Veronia to Lyudmila, which most likely would be the latter one. So let's see, that Lyudmila is done. I'm gonna get purified right there. And here comes the combo. Veronia to Lyudmila, getting rid of my Livia just like that. So very strong formation right here, defending the mid lane. If I have a Christina going in first, I could have done something right there, like in the middle to initiate. But other than that, this formation is a solid one. So Livia should be able to get rid of Gran. No, I still have the turn priority towards Glacier, so that Livia will hit Glacier first. But looks like this is a losing battle for sure, because at this point, the enemy still have Livia and a Lyudmila, and I do not have any warriors left. So eventually my two tanks are gonna die. Maybe it will take a while. Oh, that Dalby switching to human form, surviving barely. 500 HP, died to Asmod right there. Boom, okay, so that Veronia buff is so good on Lyudmila to prevent her from dying to Gran. Alright, and it gives her the extra damage boost that she needs. to deal with something like a Gran or Benshina back, she will not be able to do anything to Glacier, unfortunately. So yeah, Lyudmila is still weak against that. So that battle was a good one. That was a good formation to fight against. Something different. Alright guys, so that's gonna be it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Man, this costume looks so sick. I've been waiting, like just lurking around, waiting for those Angelica to fall out of meta. And now I have the chance to use this costume again, man. All the while I've been rocking the other costumes. But yeah, I actually like this costume a lot more. This Ultraman costume, man. It's the perfect costume for Gran Hilder. Alright, granted that I know it's a female behind that armor, because you can clearly tell from the voice. Let's see if you guys can catch it as well. Okay, so I'm gonna end the video here. Thanks a lot for watching. The intro took me quite a few hours to edit, but it was a fun one making it. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it as well. So as always, let me know what you guys think of Albion Gran combo right now, currently in the meta. And we have a bunch of new units coming in April. I doubt any of them can actually deal with this combo except for Ventana. So that will come later, at a later part of April. So we'll just wait and see how it goes. Okay, so if you haven't already subscribed to this channel, give this video a like if you enjoyed it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a nice day. Goodbye.